Hi, my name is Vaturi Cho. I'm the partner at Vaturi Cho LLP. I just wanted to make a short YouTube video explaining to you the steps that we will be taking when you are selling a property. Without further ado, let's look into our slides and talk about each items. Okay, so the first thing that we will have to discuss is the closing date. Now, this closing date, we don't set the closing date unless we're making the offer, but most of the time you already made the offer. You've already agreed on the price. You agreed on the closing date. Closing date is the date that we exchange the money and date that we actually release the title of the property. Now, you've already bought the property. You understand about there's going to be two things that being registered to the property. Now, each property in Ontario has something called a PIN. Start with the number, that hyphen, and then it ends with the I think it's L R or LP. Either or, but so what it is that each property has its own unique PIN, and then we get to register instrument called a transfer, which shows who's the legal owner. Also charge, which shows somebody has a mortgage on the property. Now our goal right now is to give the transfer to the purchaser as well as discharge the mortgage. That's what we're going to be doing. Information required. So now what we need to do as a seller, that we need to tell the purchaser, okay, the purchase price is $400,000. Now we're closing on, say, January 7th. I already paid the first installment for the property tax for this year until March. Say that's like $2,000. And then I already paid the maintenance fee, considering it's a condominium, for this month, which is $500. So considering today is January 7th, the purchaser needs to pay up to January. We need to pay up to January 6th. January 7th, they're taking the possession, so they're supposed to pay starting on January 7th. So we need to calculate that $500 maintenance fee, divide by 31st, and we get the money, rest of the money for the starting January 7th from the purchaser, as well as if you pay the $2,000 property tax until the end of year. So until the first 3 months, then we need to calculate, divide by 2,000 divided by January, February, March, and we charge the per diem, which is per day. So that's what we have to do the adjustment. We have to send that a day or a couple of days before so they can prepare the money, how much they have to wire to us. So what do they have to wire to us? The first thing will be the purchase price and the adjustment, less the deposit. But we also need other information from you. We need, in order to discharge mortgage, we need your most recent mortgage payment. We need your property tax bill, and then see how much it has been paid. Now, what you have to understand though is just go back to the previous slides. You need to call the utilities, right? So if you're living in a condominium, your hydro. If you're living at a house, you need to call your utility companies to let them know that you're moving out as of a certain day. That way they could close it, and the purchaser need to also call and open an account. Next one is a fire insurance. Again, we recommend that you do not cancel the fire insurance as of day of closing, but the day after. We have an instance where we have a case laws actually on this, where the closing was on 6th and it was delayed by 1 day. We actually had one deal that was supposed to close yesterday, but it's closing today. So say you canceled the fire insurance as of say January 6th and closing was postponed to January 7th. What if it gets burned down on the night of January 6th? Now, you might say, whoa, what are the chances of that happening? It's more than likely because there's case laws on that. So it did happen in the past and doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in the future. So, you already moved out, to a new house, house is vacant, you forgot to turn off, say, something and it gets caught on fire, house burns down. Who's responsible for it? You. So, in order to avoid that, let's make sure that you're, just give a 1 day fire insurance just in case the purchaser sort of delays the closing. Let's do that. Utilities, I told you about. You need to call the local water, hydro, gas. Water is usually combined with the property tax, so this will be changed, by us sending the letter to the tax authorities. But you need to call hydro and utilities. Okay, the gas, like Enbridge Gas or and then utility Toronto Hydro. So we're gonna be sending you the information about that to do so. The keys, we usually need one key before we close a deal. And then rest of the keys could be just left on the kitchen table, your fobs, your garage openers and stuff like that. So that's okay. But we these days, because of COVID, we do contactless, the closing. So you may not need this, so that's fine. So what usually happens for the contactless closing is your agent will put a lockbox. So the door just be the one key, rest of the keys inside. Okay. Usually what had happened in the past is that you had to, when you come in to our firm to sign it, you had to, we're talking about signing now, you had to actually bring all your keys to us the night before so that we could courier that out. So these days we actually do that way. We just give them one key, leave the rest of the keys on the table. Even before you usually bring in one key because you still need to pack. So we give the one front door key. And once you move on the day of the closing, you move out, you will leave the rest of the keys in on the kitchen table. Now, signing usually happens, I would say, a day or two before. In about 30 minutes, I'm actually, meeting with somebody who's selling their property to sign. But we're using something called Hello Sign. So this way, I don't have to meet with them. You see me setting up all these gadgets, with my video camera up front, my computer, my lightings. So we see people online and to see them sign. And when I need to commission, I actually record a video. So that way it's sufficient. The only people that would require original these days would be the builders when you're buying a new purchase a condominium. But for selling, that's fine. Identification, we would require identification, two pieces of ID, government issued, except the health card is not one of the government issued IDs, so we need something else from you other than health card. So keep that in mind. We will definitely inform you on that. So that was a short video on how to sell and what the steps are. Does involved in selling a property. Now, if you have any questions, definitely I'm there for you. Call me. Contact our office to have a discussion. And then if you have any questions, you could leave a comments below. If you click on the like button or subscribe, you're going to get more videos. I mean, we do videos. I do videos on, and my partners are doing videos on real estate. I mean, we are full service firm. We do, real estate, criminal law, family law. So, personal injury, corporate commercial, like M&As, and, making a, company, exporting company out to other provinces. We do all that. So if you have any questions about any legal issues, feel free to contact us. Visit our website, vclawyers.ca. Or you could also find us on Facebook at VC Lawyers. Great. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.